we are ready to finish all the knitting on our Bernat denim style work sock cup cozy, and I'm using Super Value yarn instead of denim style because it works to the same gauge. And I started off with teal heather, then oatmeal, and now I'm finishing off with redwood heather. Now the pattern says to start off with knit 2 purl 2 ribbing and then switch to knit 2 purl 1 ribbing for the rest, but I have kept it knit 2 purl 2 ribbing all the way through because I think it looks better this way. And if you look at the photograph on the pattern, it also looks like it's consistent from top to bottom, so I think that might just be a little mistake in the pattern. So anyway, now we're ready to bind off our stitches, and it says to bind off in pattern, cast off in pattern. So when you cast off in pattern, that means that you need to knit when there's a knit stitch and you need to purl when there's a purl stitch. So it will help you to be able to look at your stitches and tell if they are knits or if they are purls. So you're going to knit the stitches that are nice and smooth with a little V under them. You're going to be purling the stitches that have that little knot at the top. So that'll help you as you cast off. Now some people will use a larger needle to cast off with, but I'm just going to use this needle. It's going to be fine. I'm just going to do it real loose. So, and you definitely want this to be loose at the top of a cup so that it'll not be tighter and not fit on your cup. So I'm going to knit the first two. I'm going to keep it real loose. And I'm going to bring across that knit stitch there. And now I need to purl a couple stitches because this next stitch is a purl. So I'm going to purl a stitch. And I always take my yarn back as I'm pulling this across. It just makes it easier. Yeah, I'll just do it with my finger. There. And now I need to purl another because there's another purl here. So keep this nice and loose. Purl that. I am keeping it very loose. And take that across. And now it's time for a knit stitch. So I'm going to knit a stitch. Take that across. And now I'm going to knit another stitch. And take the first one over like normal. And now if you look at your stitches, you'll see you got that little nub there, so now it's time for a purl. So if I could wrap it, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? There's a purl. Take this stitch across. I need to do another purl. Take that stitch across. Now I'm ready for a knit again. So that's what it means to cast off in pattern. It means just keep doing the stitches like you were doing. Ready for a purl because I'm at the last two stitches of that little section on that needle. Ready for the last purl. Take that across with my finger. There. Now I'm ready for the next needle. So I can drop this needle. I'm done with it. Goodbye, needle. So now we go to this one. We're going to knit the first stitch. Bring that across. Shoo. Knit the next one. And keep remembering to make this nice and loose so it'll fit around your cup. Purl. Bring that across. knit. Purl. Purl. Knit. Okay, I'm starting to get too tight. I need to loosen up. Loosen it up. Oh, I know why I was getting tight, because my yarn from the ball was getting tight. So we'll pull that out. I'm starting to get drowsy. I have trouble sleeping at night, so I just stay up and I knit. And right now, let me see what time it is. It's 4:15 in the morning. 4:15 a.m. This is about when I start getting drowsy. I usually go to sleep at about 3 or 4, maybe 5. Let that needle go. Now I only have 1 needle worth of stitches left to bind off. And I sleep until about 12. And then I get up and have my breakfast. And then I go teach piano lessons. And I get home from teaching piano at about 9, I think, at night sometimes. So I'm not ready to go to bed when I get home from teaching piano. So I stay up and I knit. I spend time on the Bernat forum. So now you know all about me, whether you want to know or not. So here's just a few stitches left. Uh-oh, fell off the needle. There. Boop. Time to purl. Keeping it nice and loose. I keep saying that to remind myself. Okay, we're getting there. Just 2 more stitches. Almost done. Almost done. We're almost done. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. I learned the media. There's the last stitch. Now, at this point, what I do is I cut my yarn so that I leave enough to weave in, and I do have to. I can't just drop that one. I have to pull it through since it's there, just like that. I'm gonna pull that snug up against there. And then here, it looks kind of catty-cornered. Let me pull this stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm talking about. You'll see it when you make yours. See how it's kind of crooked right there? So at this point, you would use yarn needle, and you would hook it together like that, nice and neat at the top. So I'll show you that in the next video. So y'all be good. I'll see you soon. Bye.